Can I have another half an hour, please? Just half an hour more, please. I go to that coffee shop less because the coffee's better and more because the atmosphere is perfect for working. Can you look like you're thinking? I'm trying to take a photo of you. Give me a thoughtful look. Can you strike a relaxed pose? Try to look as comfortable as possible. Hey, want to jump off this cliff into the river? No, I will pass, thank you. Wow, shit, this is expensive. I understand. Could you tell me what budget range you had in mind? I appreciate your honesty. However, the investment reflects the scope and quality of the service. What price target were you hoping for? That'll do, thanks. Only in their dreams can men be truly free. It was always thus, and always thus will be. Do you think this small screwdriver will work? Yeah, that'll do. I can make it work with this. Could I get some milk in my coffee? That'll do, thanks. My mom keeps nagging me to clean my room. She was flicking the dust off her jacket. Software development has really undergone commoditization over the last decade. Now everyone just competes on hourly rates. They are levying a windfall tax on the profits of banks. Let's give it another minute until everyone joins. Let's wait a couple more minutes to let everyone join. Can I have another half an hour to finish this report? I only need another half an hour before I'm ready. Could you give me another half an hour to think about it? The meeting ran long, so I asked for another half an hour. I should be done in another half an hour. Just half an hour more and I'll be finished. We only need half an hour more before we can leave. Give me half an hour more to review the documents. I think half an hour more should be enough. If we had half an hour more, we could finish everything today. I use that app less because of its features and more because all my friends use it. I like the restaurant less because of the food and more because of the atmosphere. He succeeded less because of talent and more because of persistence. I watch that channel less because it's educational and more because it's entertaining. She chose that job less because of the salary and more because of the flexibility. Can you look like you're listening carefully for the photo? Try to look like you're enjoying yourself. Can you look like you're reading something interesting? He looked like he was thinking deeply about a difficult problem. She tried to look like she was concentrating. I'm trying to take a photo of you, so stop moving. Hold still. I'm trying to take a photo of you with the sunset. Wait a second. I'm trying to take a photo of you with the sunset. Smile a little. I'm trying to take a photo of you. I'm trying to take a photo of you, not the wall behind you. Give me a thoughtful look, like you're reflecting on something important. The photographer asked everyone to give him a thoughtful look. Give me a thoughtful look and turn slightly toward the window. She practiced giving a thoughtful look in the mirror. He gave the camera a thoughtful look. Can you strike a confident pose for the picture? She struck a dramatic pose before the photo was taken. The model struck a relaxed pose and smiled. He struck an awkward pose and immediately started laughing. Everyone took turns striking different poses. Try to strike a natural pose instead of forcing it. She struck a casual pose with her hands in her pockets. The photographer asked him to strike a more energetic pose. He struggled to strike a pose that felt natural. The group struck a pose together for the final photo. Do you want to go skydiving? I'll pass, thanks. Would you like another slice of cake? I'll pass. Everyone was singing karaoke, but I'll pass on that. Want to join us for a 5-hour meeting? I'll pass. They offered me a cigarette, but I said I'd pass. What budget range did you have in mind for the project? Before we continue, what budget range did you have in mind? It would help to know what budget range you had in mind. What budget range do you typically work with? Could you share what budget range you're comfortable with? I appreciate your honesty about your concerns. We appreciate your honesty and direct feedback. Thank you. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your honesty, even if it's difficult to hear. She appreciated his honesty during the conversation. The pricing reflects the scope and quality of the work involved. Our fee reflects the scope and quality of the service. The final cost reflects the scope and quality of the materials used. The investment reflects the scope and quality of what we're delivering. The quote reflects the scope and quality of the project requirements. What price target were you hoping for before we started talking? May I ask what price target you were hoping for? What price target would make this work for you? Do you have a specific price target in mind? What price target were you expecting when you reached out? That'll do. Thanks. I don't need anything else. That'll do nicely. Yeah, that'll do for now. That'll do. Let's move on. I think that'll do just fine. We have what we need. That'll do. That'll do. No need to make any more changes. This solution isn't perfect, but that'll do. The lighting could be better, but that'll do. That'll do until we find a permanent fix. It was always thus, and always thus will be. People have always argued about politics. It was always thus. Every generation thinks the next one is different. It was always thus. Change creates uncertainty. It was always thus. Human nature doesn't change much. It was always thus, and always thus will be. I can make it work with this wrench. We don't have the ideal tool, but I can make it work with this setup. Give me that cable. I can make it work with this setup. It's not perfect, but we can make it work with this setup. She can make it work with whatever resources are available. My dad keeps nagging me to call more often. She keeps nagging me to finish the paperwork. My coach kept nagging me to stretch before practice. He keeps nagging me to upgrade my phone. They were nagging him to get a haircut. She flicked the crumbs off the tablecloth. He flicked the water off his hands. I flicked a mosquito off my arm. She flicked the hair off her face. He flicked the dirt off his shoes before coming inside. The airline industry has undergone significant commoditization over the years. Many products become cheaper after commoditization sets in. Commoditization has made it harder for companies to differentiate themselves. The market experienced rapid commoditization as competitors entered. Some experts argue that AI tools are already undergoing commoditization. The government is levying a new tax on luxury goods. They are levying additional fees on imported products. The city is levying penalties against companies that violate the regulations. Authorities are levying fines for illegal dumping. The state is levying new charges to fund infrastructure projects. Several countries have introduced a windfall tax on energy companies. Critics oppose the proposed windfall tax. The windfall tax generated billions in additional revenue. Lawmakers debated whether a windfall tax would discourage investment. Banks are challenging the windfall tax in court. Let's give it another minute before we start. Let's give it another minute and see if anyone else joins. We can give it another minute before making a decision. Let's give it another minute to load. I'll give it another minute before refreshing the page. Let's wait a couple more minutes for the others. We should wait a couple more minutes before leaving. Let's wait a couple more minutes and see if she responds. The meeting can wait a couple more minutes. Let's wait a couple more minutes before closing the call.